Hello, in this video we will be looking at the final lesson of Module 2, lesson number 7, Sales Tax, Discount, and Simple Interest Applications. First, we start with sales tax and commission applications. We have two different formulas, but they're both very similar for sales tax and commission. The first, the sales tax rate divided by 100 is equal to the sales tax divided by the purchase price. Or very similarly, the commission rate divided by 100 is equal to the commission divided by the total sales. And if you're not familiar with commission, that is the percentage that an individual makes based on their total sales. So we start with number 1, which is a sales tax question. And in number 1, we're told that a watch has a purchase price of $34. And if the sales tax on this purchase is $2.55, we have to find the sales tax rate. All right, so since we're told to find the sales tax rate, that is going to be our x in our proportion. The sales tax rate, x, divided by 100 is equal to the sales tax, which we're told is $2.55, divided by the purchase price, or $34. Now, again, as we have previously, we use cross products. 34 times x is equal to $2.55 times 100. 34 times x equals 255. And then we divide by 34, as we have in many of these previous lessons. And we find that x is equal to 7.5%. When you divide 255 by 34, you should get 7.5, or 7.5%. So in this case, the sales tax rate on this purchase was 7.5%. In number 2, the sales tax on a purchase of a plow is $2,653.92. If the tax rate is 7.6%, find the purchase price of the plow. We start just as we did in the last one, sales tax rate over 100, except in this case, we know that the sales tax rate is 7.6%. Then for the right-hand side of our proportion, the sales tax over the purchase price, here's the one place where some people make a mistake. They see that $2,653.92, it's a relatively large number, it must be the purchase price, right? Well, no, that's not the case, because we are told very explicitly that the sales tax on the purchase of a plow is $2,653. So for our equation, that sales tax amount is in the numerator of the fraction, 2653.92. And the unknown is the purchase price of the plow. Okay, cross products, 7.6 times x equals 2,653.42 times 100. And then when we multiply 2,653.42 times 100, you get 265342. 265,342. Finally, we divide by that 7.6, and we come up with an amount. Actually, this one divides exactly. So if you do this division, you should get 34,920. 34,920. And that would be, our units would be dollars here. So it's $34,920. That is the purchase price of the plow, and then the sales tax would be that $2,600. In number 3, we have another problem involving tax. Wilma bought a sofa for $2,000. How much was the sales tax on the sofa if the sales tax rate was 6%? So we start out with being told that that the sales tax rate is 6%. So that would be 6 out of 100. And she bought the sofa for $2,000, and we want to know the sales tax. So now the sales tax would be in the numerator of the fraction. That's our unknown. And the total cost of the sofa was $2,000. Cross products gives 100 times x equals 6 times 2,000, which would be 12,000. And when you divide, you should get that x is equal to 12,000 divided by 100 would be 120. So our answer to this problem is that there is $120 in sales tax. Our next problem involves commission. Number 4, a sales representative is paid a commission rate of 4.5%. Find her commission, the actual dollar amount, if she sold $120,430 worth of goods last month. So we're given the commission rate. That goes in the exact same place as the sales tax rate, 4.5% out of 100. And then on the right-hand side, the total sales are in the denominator of the fraction, and the numerator of the fraction is the commission. So we're looking for her commission, so that would be x, if she sold $120,430 worth of goods. That's our total sales. Cross products equals 4.5 times 120,430. And when you multiply 4.5 times 120,430, you get 541,935. 541,935. Final step is to divide both sides by 100, and then you should, you come up with $5,419.35, and that was her commission. Up next, we have some discount application problems, and with discounts, the discount rate divided by 100 is equal to the discount divided by the original price. So there are some definite similarities between all these formulas that we're using. It's a percent over 100 and a part over a total. That kind of is repeated throughout these sections. One other bit to pay attention to is that also we're going to need to occasionally find a sale price. So a sale price is equal to the original price minus the discount, which we would find using our discount proportion. So number 5, we're going to find the amount of discount when the original price is $39 and the discount rate is 35%. Setting up our proportion, we're given the rate is 35%, so we use 35 over 100, and that is equal to the discount, which we are looking for, so we're going to use x for that variable, divided by the original price, which is $39. Cross products, 100x times x equals 35 times 39. Multiplying 35 and 39, that should give us 1,365. And then we can divide through by 100, coming up with x equals 13.65. And so that 13.65 is the amount of discount. So there is a discount of $13.65 cents. Number 6, we are looking for the sale price when the original price is $36 and the discount rate is 24%. So the rate we are given, 24% over 100 equals, now it says find the sale price when the original price is $36. So we do not know the discount, but we do have the original price. Our discount is now X over $36 for the original price. Cross products, 100 times X equals 24 times 36. Multiplying 24 and 36 gives 864. And then dividing by 100, we get that X equals 8.64. So now there's a difference between the previous problem and this one. In the previous problem, we were looking for the discount. It specifically said find the discount. Now in number 6, it says find the sale price. So $8.64 is not the sale price of the item. It is the discount. So let me write that just to make sure that we know that amount is the discount. Okay, the sale price is equal to the original price, $36, minus $8.64, which is, let's see, $27.36. I didn't leave enough room for my equals or my dollar sign, so let me add that in. So this equals $27.36 as the sale price for the item. Number 7, we have to find the original price when the discount rate is 65% and the amount of discount is $458.25. Once again, we use our percent over 100, percent of discount over 100, and that equals the discount over the original price. So now here's another case where you don't want to just plug the big number in as the total. That $458.25 is the amount of discount, and the original price is unknown. Find the original price. We use our cross product again. 65 times X equals 458.25 times 100. When you multiply 458 times 100, you get 45,825. So that 100 just, moves that decimal point two places over to the right. Now when we divide by 65, we find that X is equal to exactly $705. So the original price would be $705. The discount rate is given as 65%, and the amount of discount is $458.25. So that $705 is, again, the original price. $705 is the original price. The final piece of this section, we look at simple interest applications. Simple interest does not involve a formula that has a proportion. It's a very linear formula, no fractions in it. So for simple interest, we have that the simple interest is equal to the principal times the rate times the time. And the shorthand is I equals PRT. I, the interest, is how much money you can earn on your investment or how much money it costs you to borrow over a period of time. P, the principal, is the original amount invested or borrowed. So the principal just represents the original amount. T is our time, and in this formula, time is always given in years. And R, our rate, that would be our interest rate, our percentage. Okay, in number 8, we have to find the simple interest when the principal is $460, the rate is 7%, and the time is 7 years. So I'm going to rewrite my I equals P R T, principal times rate times time, and substitute in what is given to me. We're looking for the interest. Our principal is $460. Our rate is 7%. Now, when I punch that 7% into my interest formula, I could either write it as a fraction, 7 over 100, for percent over 100, or in decimal form, which we looked at, which is 0.07, or 7 hundredths. 7%, 7 over 100, or 0.07. Okay, I think personally the easier way to punch that in is in decimal form, but you can certainly do that as a fraction. And then times 7 years. When you multiply those three numbers together, 460 times 0.07 times 7, you end up with 225.4. And if we, analyze that using this problem in that it's a money application, we would write that that is $225.40. So not just 0.4, but 0.40 to go to the nearest penny, basically. So the interest earned over those 7 years is $225.40. Number 9, we have to find the simple interest when the principal is $8,200, the rate is 15%, and the time 2.5 years. So again, I equals PRT. We're given that the principal is 8,200, the rate is 15%, and the time 2.5 years. Again, I could change that 2.5 into an improper fraction, or I could write it in decimal form. 2.5 is 2.5, and then similarly, when I wrote that rate down from the percent, I put it in decimal form. Move the decimal point 2 places to the left, or divide it by 100. 15% becomes 0.15. And when you multiply those three numbers together, we find that the interest is equal to exactly $3,075. Okay, that is the end of Module 2, Lesson number 7. Thank you.